Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've done an update, so I have to apologise. Life has been busy, not too busy to do a video, but it's just something that I think about and then I just don't get around to doing it. Logan is 11 weeks old today and he is having a play on the floor beside me with a little toy. Yeah, it's been, I absolutely love being a mother. He is a really good kid. The first 7 weeks or so, 7 or 8 weeks, he had colic and stuff like that, and it was just really hard working him out and sleep times and all that stuff. So once we got him worked out, so our main problem with colic was I was giving him a bottle of formula a day just to top him up, make sure he was nice and full. I'll give him a bottle before bedtime every night, so I give him boob and then a bottle, and it usually tides him over for, you know, a couple of hours. And the formula that I was giving him wasn't agreeing with him, and it was giving him pain in the belly, giving him gas, and once I cut that formula, it went away. So I was cutting everything from my own diet, milk, everything. I was eating lettuce, tomato, and lamb. I wasn't eating cheese. I wasn't eating anything. No capsicums. I still don't eat capsicums because they're on the gassy list. So yeah, my diet got really boring, really strict. Like I wasn't having any milk in my coffee. I wasn't having cereal. I was eating toast, so I was having a little bit of margarine on my toast, and that was it. So yeah, my diet got really boring, and so I'm glad that I found out the cause of his colic. And just for any of you ladies that are struggling with it, maybe it could be the formula. Change his formula around. At our 7-week pediatrician appointment, the pediatrician noticed that Logan has a leg shake. They call it ankle clonus or clonus or something like that. It is linked to cerebral palsy. Now, because Logan had a traumatic birth, he wasn't breathing, he had shoulder dystocia and whatnot. So those are all extra risk factors towards cerebral palsy. I spoke to my OB about how long he wasn't breathing for. He seems to think he was only not breathing for about a minute. His APGAR when he was born was 4. His APGAR at 5 minutes was 9. So he recovered very quickly from the birth, and he doesn't think that he was compromised at any stage. So my pediatrician noticed it, and he didn't seem concerned because Logan doesn't have any other markers of cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy babies are usually overly stiff or overly floppy or things like that. So that's how you pick it up in infants. He doesn't have any of that. He's developing normally. He's hitting all these milestones. You can just see all the leg coming out here. So he wasn't worried at all, but and nor were we for a couple of weeks, and then a friend commented on him not doing certain things that her kids had done at that age, and I thought that was a pretty shitty thing to do from a friend. So automatically that got me into worry mode. Now, from about 8 weeks to 10 weeks, Logan got very tired. He was going through what they call a Wonder Week. I'm not quite sure if you guys are up to date on the Wonder Weeks, but it's weeks of development. So that's a 2-week development week, and he was very tired through that whole week. So he would get up in the mornings, he'd have a half an hour play, and he'd be ready for bed again. And he would go to sleep for 2 hours, and then get up and have another half an hour, have a feed, go back to bed. So yeah, it was, sorry, my phone's ringing. So yeah, and so we didn't do any tummy time, we didn't do any playing with toys or anything like that, and he really suffered from that. And so when I was putting him on his back at 10 weeks, wanting him to play with his toys, he wasn't playing with his toys. I'm thinking, well, he should have found his hands by now, and he should be wanting to play with toys. And it was just purely from me not doing it, not being, you know, vigilant enough to do it. Another thing with tummy time, I put him on his tummy, and he lifted his head at 4 weeks. So I put him on his tummy at 10 weeks thinking he should be fine, and he just sort of lied there and he just didn't want anything to do with it. And that really concerned me. So I started Googling things, and I got in a really dark place, thinking that Logan had cerebral palsy and I was going to have a child that would be affected for the rest of his life and not develop. And I was lucky. I'm in a group with a few other girls that did IVF in Australia at the same time I did, and so we've all got the same age babies, and they were fantastic support. And I have got my head around that Logan probably doesn't have cerebral palsy. He's just got a leg shake that could be his nervous system's just a little bit too immature, and that he's fine. So Dr. Google is probably one of the worst things I could have done to myself, and I vow not to do it to myself again. But we all know it's hard not to Google something. He does something and you think, I wonder why he's not doing that. So now Logan, tummy time is fantastic, lifts himself right up, watches the television, he's right up on his elbows sort of thing. So he's really good at tummy time. Midwife commented the other day on how great his head control was. And he plays with his toys. I've just got this here hanging above him now just to keep him occupied while I'm trying to do this. And he only really started coordination, hitting his toys properly in the last couple of days, so that's really like meaning to do it. Before he was very jerky, it was sort of like all over the place, maybe a fluke when he was hitting stuff. So yeah, now he looks at something and hits it. And it's only going to get better. So that was my fault why he wasn't doing those things. I have another pediatrician appointment on Monday next week, so he's going to just assess him beyond, because he didn't realise how worried I was about it. But when you drop the cerebral palsy bombshell on any new mother, of course they're going to worry about it. So he's quite happy to bring him in, have another look at him, and just put my mind at ease, or tell me that maybe we need to keep an eye on something a little bit more. He puts weight on his feet, he smiles, he laughs, he plays. So really there's nothing developmentally wrong with him. He's hitting all his milestones, and it's just me being a worried new mum. My postpartum body. I had a vaginal delivery with a episiotomy and the suction cup. So I have really battled with healing with that. My stitches got infected after leaving the hospital, but they weren't too bad. But I've had a lot of what feels like pelvic floor pain. So when I sit down on the toilet or anything, I get like a muscle pain. I have tried to have sex since having the baby at about, it might have been 9 weeks, and it hurt so much. It just hurt the skin. It felt like someone was burning my skin. So it's something that I'll have to work on. My partner's gone back home now, so I'm here in town on my own for another 2 months. So I've got another 2 months to heal properly. Postpartum body. I'm just sitting on my bed, but I still have a little bit of belly there, but I fit back in all of my clothes. Everything's pretty normal. So I suppose you guys want to see Logan, not just see me. So this is my little chunky bubba. He was born at 4.08 kilo, which is 9 pounds. He got weighed the other day and he's 7 kilo. I don't know what that works out into pounds, but yeah, this is a little man. He is an absolutely beautiful boy. He loves looking at himself, so he'll probably spot himself in the computer here in a minute and just think it's fantastic. Oh, you can see yourself. So yeah, he is an absolute darling little boy. He doesn't sleep for big time at night. Oh man, are you right, little fella? He's not a spewy baby, but he's done a few this morning for some reason. I don't know why. But we've just got his little sleeps. Are you right? Are you right? Hey? So, yeah, he sleeps for 5 to 6 hours for his first stretch, but he goes to bed at 6 o'clock at night, so I don't get to, I don't benefit from that straight time. But I'm sure as he gets older, he will get better. Are you okay? Are you okay? So, yeah, he doesn't seem to be. There you go. Yeah, so he will hold his own weight up like that and look around, and he is a cutie. So I will go now. This video is 10 minutes, and I'm sure you've all got more important things to do than listen to me chat about Logan. I will endeavour to do another video after our appointment next week with the paediatrician to make sure that everything is going alright. The paediatrician said that he could just grow out of this leg shake and it could just be an immature nervous system. So fingers crossed that's what it is, but I'm pretty sure I've got a healthy little boy because he's just so active, so smart, so strong, and I know that all mothers are biased and their babies are perfect, but I think he's pretty perfect. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I'm watching all of your videos even though that I haven't been updating. I have been watching everyone's videos, so keep them coming, and I will try and do another update not 2 months after the last one like I've done. Okay guys, bye.